This video has the updated best controller settings for Season 3 Fortnite. So Season 3 of Chapter 5 has officially been out for 2 weeks, which has allowed Fortnite to fix some of their OP items, but it has also given us time to figure out what the best controller settings are for building, editing, and having the best aim to win games this season. And I think that I have those settings, so let's check them out. Now, I play with my controller connected to my PC, which means I play on performance mode. All my graphics, brightness, resolution, all of that is default. Then for audio, nothing is changing, but I do recommend having visualized sound effects turned on. This season especially, it's super good for being able to identify where cars are coming from, because if you've played this season enough, you know that you usually just want to run from cars. They're so annoying to fight. So with this turned on, you'll be able to see where the cars are coming from before you can even hear them in your headset. And that's super helpful. Now over one tab to the game section. For your ping, you obviously either want to set this to auto or whatever one has the lowest MS, so mine is on east. Toggle sprint, yes, I like auto open doors on, hold the swap pickup is good, and then preferred item slots. So with the meta this season, this is pretty much the loadout that I'm running. Every single game, I'm putting a shotgun in my first slot, I'm putting an SMG in my second slot. So you need minimum 2 weapons to be able to fight players. You basically need fists, otherwise you can't run away from other players that are trying to hit you. And then you need something to combat cars, which are either boogie bombs or bows. So those take up 4 slots, which leaves just 1 spot for heals, which is not ideal. That's why the red line rig medallion is so key this season. If you can get that, you auto gen up to 75 shield every time you get hit. So if you can do that and then carry like a fizz or big pots, then that's your best bet at winning games this season. It's kind of annoying though, we basically have to carry some sort of counter to cars because they're just so OP this season. But they already nerfed cars once and I don't see them doing it again, so we'll just have to deal with that. And then for building, I go reset build a choice on, disable pre-edits on, turbo building obviously on, and I use auto confirm edits on both. For a while, there was this thinking that if you had auto confirm edits on, that it actually made your edits slower, but that's just not the case at all. I mean, this is literally me free building with auto confirm edits set to both. Like, I think it simplifies editing and it just makes it easier. Now below that is just a bunch of extra game options. I like tap to search and interact on. Then over to the game UI tab, most of this is just personal preference, honestly. You can kind of put most of this on whatever you want, but I wouldn't really mess with these bottom settings unless you want to see your ping, then turn on net debug stats. Otherwise, we can move on to the touch in motion, which is the gyro aiming. Just turn this off and don't mess with it again. Gyro aiming is not good on controller. That's mouse and keyboard, and then controller. This is our favorite tab because this is where all the sensitivities are gonna be. So we're starting with controller auto run. I just have off, I don't really like it. Once again, personal preference, build immediately. This is only if you use Builder Pro, so you can just have it on. Most people are using custom binds anyway, so it doesn't matter. Edit hold time doesn't matter. Hopefully you just have one button for edit and you don't have to like hold it down to edit, because that's the only time that matters. Slide hold time, I usually stick in between like 0.5 and 0.15, honestly. Anywhere in this range is gonna be good. So whatever you feel comfortable with, I'm usually rocking somewhere around a 0.075. Reset camera access, reset camera time. These don't matter because this is for gyro aiming. Vibrations always off. We want to make sure we keep our aim pristine. Quick weapon we are not using. So to turn that off, just go into your binds and then unbind it. It's down here at the bottom of general, I think, is quick weapon. Just click the red X on that and you're good. Your quick weapon is off. Now build in edit multipliers. I have both of these set to 2.0, but the thing is they're multiplying your look sets, which I have on 43% horizontal and vertical with no boost. Now here's the thing, I think a look sense of anywhere from like 38 up to like 45% is good. Like, this is a good range to be between. Whatever value you have it set at though, I would keep it the same on both horizontal and vertical, and I don't really recommend messing with the boost, it just makes it weird. But if you're gonna turn this down like all the way to 37 or 38%, then you'll probably want to turn your edit and build multipliers up at least 0.1. So just remember that these are only multiplying this speed, so whenever you change this speed, your build and edit sense will actually change too. And if you're copying these settings right now, real quick, all I ask in return is that you get used to them and practice them in my 1v1 free build map. This map has custom backgrounds that you can change to a bunch of different vibes. It has multiple different music stations, from like a lo-fi chill all the way to like a drift funk type music. You can select a custom crosshair, and there's a bunch of other cool features like added layers of height for extra free building. If you fall off the edge, the builds instantly reset. You have the auto start. There's tons of XP, and some people have actually claimed that it's lowered their ping. I use it every single day, either when I'm bored just to free build around, and I also 1v1 a lot of people in it. So if you play the map map, you might just run into me 1v1ing randomly. To find the map, just search Carter 2K in the Discover tab, and it's right there. And please don't forget to favorite it. It helps me out a ton. And then on my ADS, I go 7% horizontal, and this season I actually did turn my vertical up 1%, which doesn't seem significant, but when you've used the same settings for like years, you really do notice when even just a 1% tweak is applied. And for this season, I do recommend having anywhere from like a 6% at the very lowest, because stuff is just so fast, up to like a 12% max. Typically, your vertical is going to be a little faster than your horizontal because players move up and down faster than they do left to right. So if you're going to go like 6 on horizontal, go 8 on vertical. If you're going to go up to like 10 on horizontal, go to 12 on vertical. Anywhere in this range is good, but I wouldn't really go lower or higher. And then once again, we're not going to touch any of the boosts. I wouldn't touch the look dimming time either. And if you're going to use any of these sensitivities in this video, then you have to be on the linear input curve. Good exponential settings would be completely different than these values, so we have to have this on linear. And then dead zones kind of depend on your controller. If your controller has stick drift, you might need to go a little bit higher. If you have like a brand new controller, you could go all the way down to 5%. Generally, I like to stay between like 6 and 10%. Right now, I'm on 8%. Then we have the foot controller and all this other stuff. And for binds, I'm using a bunch of custom binds because I have a pro controller with 4 paddles and 2 side buttons on it. So my binds are probably going to be quite a bit different than what you use, because I edit with my paddle, I jump with my paddles, I have sprint on my paddles, and I pull out my pickaxe with my paddles. With my side buttons, I can also rotate builds, and I can actually loot with them. Now, I'm about to grind ranked on these settings to prove that they're actually good, and for that, I'm starting in Platinum 1. Let's see how far I can make it by the end of this video. Easy. Wait. No way, there was 2 in there. Hello? Oh my. There we go. We got the medallion. I mean, bro, this season, this guy's driving around in a mythic car all game, gets out and just spams the fist. This is insane. Bang. How did he get that wall? I thought that was mine. Honestly, that fight was pretty bad. I should have been better there. This really is such a boring season. Like, what are we all doing here? I mean, like, that is so dumb. bang. There we go. We finally got a ranked win, but holy, that's something. Yeah, it takes us Platinum 2, should take us well into Platinum 3. There we go, 29%. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned because my next video will actually be me getting to Unreal Rank this season. That should be interesting. Again, please go try out my 1v1 Freebuild map. Again, all you have to do is search up Carter 2K in the Discover tab and click favorite on that map so you never lose it. I hope this video helped you out a little bit, and thank you so much for watching.